Bear with me a moment. I don't think I have anyone here just yet. But I do think that I am live. Yeah! Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah. I don't yet have any, I don't have the clock made yet, but I'll get there. It's gonna happen. I got headphones. They're not any better than my old headphones, but, they work, unlike the other ones, so I guess they are better in that regard. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure what to do. Do I wait for more people to come? I'm still getting used to all of this, you know? Like, I think that I need to kind of get into my own swing of things. I'll figure it out. Yeah. I'm gonna take off my socks for a moment. Ugh. You can see my camera shaking because my setup is still garbage. It's really unfortunate, actually. There we go. Okay, so let me know if you guys can hear the music okay. Not that anyone who jumps in live is gonna read or listen through the beginning parts. But those of you watching in the future, let me know. I'm curious. I'll probably know by the time that you know. Yeah. So, okay. I think I'm gonna get started with a 25 and just kind of get set up because that's how we do. It takes a little bit of time to really get into it, so I always like to start off with a 25 just to get like the worst part of it out of the way, like the least productive part. I still count it, obviously. But the part of like getting the setup, like getting all of the tabs open and making sure that you've got your notes and all that, and priming your brain to get ready to learn. I am really struggling with statistics. We're in probability now, and like last night, I think I hit hour 4 of streaming, not streaming, but learning, and I was just like, I'm good. I can't do this anymore. Hi, Sophie. You want to say hi? Hey, girl. This is the one that doesn't like being picked up so much. And there she goes. Cats like to bother me when I'm on stream because they hear me talking and they're like, oh, there's a person available to bother. Isn't there, girl? Alright, do you want to lay on the pillow? I've got a pillow next to me. Oh, there goes my phone case. Okay, well, Sophie has ran away because a phone case just fell next to her, so I guess she doesn't want the pillow. Her loss. It's better on this side anyway. Okay. Oh, she came back. It's fine. Alright, let's get this party started. Alexa, set a timer for 25 minutes. is time. Get this turned up a bit. Can you guys hear me okay? I don't even know if there's anyone here. There's no one here. I mean, like, there is if you're out there in the future. Alexa, set a 5-minute timer. Oh, I slept on my neck wrong. Okay, so good news, I finished my data visualization class. Bad news, I just barely passed my data visualization, or not class, exam. So that's good. There's that. Yeah, I don't have much to say beyond that. I'm gonna stop looking at myself in the YouTube live studio. That's just trippy, seeing like a version of you from like 5 seconds back. It's weirder seeing like multiple images of you reflecting who you are now, but that's something I can get a little bit more like acclimated to, I guess I could say. Yeah, so I just barely passed my data viz exam, and it's probably because a lot of it is... So the class was set up to go through how to do all of the different charts in 4 different environments. So you have Excel, Python, R, Tableau. That's the other one. So as such, the tests and the exams are going to have questions, a few, like a handful from each of them. So if you only go through and you only learn the one, you're going to end up missing questions that are about the others. Now, obviously, if you take something other than Excel, you're probably going to be okay with Excel. Like, a lot of people have knowledge of Excel from their time in high school. That being said, that's not a given. Like, we have to recognize that there is definitely a privilege in having access to a computer and having access to Excel. And even furthermore, there is a substantial amount of I got 3 hours of sleep last night. I pulled an all-nighter studying. I was sounding really smart there too. So it's you have to understand that there may be a privilege there when it comes to having Excel, and luckily, thanks to technology becoming more and more accessible, we're seeing more and more computers being even in like poverty-stricken schools, which is great. It's good. But that's not necessarily to say that these kids are getting any kind of digital literacy when it comes to Excel, you know? And a lot of them might just not pay attention. They might not realize that Excel might actually be very useful to them as an adult. Luckily, spreadsheets have actually kind of been hitting mainstream in media, so it's like a hit or miss. There's bound to be some kid in some class, pretty much everywhere, that just loves spreadsheets. And I love that for us. I love that for the population. I really do, because it means that we're going to have more and more people that are more and more understanding of how graphs and spreadsheets work and whatnot. But anyway, all of those like side tangents aside, you're probably going to be okay getting Excel and whatever language you use the course for. So in my case, it was Python. But you're still going to miss the handful of questions that are for the other two. So I probably missed... I want to say there's like 3 questions for each language, so I probably missed like 6 questions, which... that's like 20% right there, so there's another 17% that's unaccounted for, and we'll just leave it at that. The important part is that I passed the exam. So next I'm going to be working on the pre-processing listing with Panda's exam. And really kind of the reason why I'm doing this now is because with Lonely Octopus coming to an end in the next 3 days, or I guess technically 7 days, because they were like, we're technically ending on the 13th, but also we're gonna have our final event on Saturday, so yeah. Alexa, stop. It's kind of unclear what exactly will be happening, but I'm gonna pretend like we're ending on the 13th, and then if I have time to do the extra stuff, then I'll do, like, machine learning. Which is the thing that I've kind of already, like, accepted I won't have time for. Because up until this morning, I was under the impression that I think it's Tuesday's the 13th. Tuesday's the last day. So I was like, well, if I get statistics down, that's 80% of the courses that I wanted to get completed. I'm gonna call it good. If you can do anything to 80%, do it, move on to the next thing. I learned that from OSP's live stream recently. Or not live stream, but their diatribe. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so tired. we might just be doing a short stream tonight. We might just be doing like a 2-hour stream. I don't know. We'll see. Because I do need to get further in my leading metrics and statistics, because I am still behind. That being said, I would rather save statistics for when I have more brain power, so maybe we'll just do an hour-long stream. I mean, if I don't have anybody watching by the end of the next Pomo, I might just call it. Not that I'm, like, not here for an audience, but... Or not that I'm not only... Oh, hi! Hello, I have an audience member. Well, butter my biscuit. We're going full stream ahead. Full stream ahead. Alright. Yeah, what are you thinking? Do we want to do 25 or 50? What are your thoughts? Because if we're doing 50, I can do my other exam, and then I can do some coding. Because I just got set up with my coding to where I'm doing like kind of a little bubble of analysis right now. And then I'm gonna move on to the rest of the coding. I'm really proud of what I've done so far, actually. I've only worked on it for like a couple hours, but... So, yeah, it was Tableau. Thank you. I wish I had been looking at the chat. I just assumed I was speaking into an abyss. Hi. Yes, hi. Are you thinking 25 or are you thinking 50? Because I'm good for either, really. Great. I'm glad. I hope it was at least entertaining. Now that I know, okay, how about a 50? Sounds good. Awesome. Now that I know that there's somebody listening, I'm like, man, I can't just speak into the void anymore. Yep. I feel like streaming is its whole other beast, you know? Because you can record in front of a camera and you can go on and on and on about, like, your day or whatever it is that you're studying. But, like, streaming knowing that there's an audience present, that's so weird. Because you have to, like, time how you respond to people, whatever. Alexa, set a 51-minute timer. Yes, chat does lag. It's a little frustrating, because I'm watching myself lag. No, that was you. There's just multiple layers of lag, I think. Anyway, productive Pomo, friend.
Blackcap chickadee.
fine. Can you guys hear me okay? Am I too loud? Is the music too soft? I am so tired. Bleh. Now, I forgot I can put chat in OBS. Let's go ahead and throw chat in here. I would like for it to dock. Oh, I remember why I didn't want to do this. Alright, well, whatever, that's fine. Alexa, set a 10-minute timer. I've been feeling a little, like, off this week, or really kind of just these past couple days, like, kind of abdominally, sort of my stomach area has been messing with me a little bit. Smart Brain would say it has something to do with my caffeine intake and my sleep. Pigeon Brain is gonna say that it's nothing important. So, I also think that it's just kind of, yeah. I think that it's part of being older. Like, I'm 26, and it's been like a lot of heartburn, which I guess is just par for the course when you're my age. I don't know. I don't know what it's like to be my age, because I haven't been my age for very long. Sleep doctor would agree with Smart Brain. Yeah. No, I had a feeling. And I'm getting to the age where I really shouldn't be pulling these all-nighter stunts. Yeah, exactly. I, however, don't foresee myself giving up those, like, random bursts of energy. I think my goal is to get myself to a point where whatever job I have allows for flexible enough hours that I can pull stunts like that without, like, worrying about my sleep schedule getting super fucked, you know? Because I could see myself running on, like, a... So, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. There's a few different types of sleep cycles, right, that are natural for the human body. And from what I remember hearing, if you exist without any input from, like, the sun or anything, and, like, you just get complete control over when the lights are on or off, and you don't get to, like, look at a clock or whatever, I have heard, now I don't have any sources to back this up, so I'm not gonna try, but I have heard that people move instead from a 24-hour day to a 48-hour day over the course of time. So, like, from what I understand, you're awake for, I don't know, what would it be? It would be whatever 48 is minus 16, which would be 32. You'd be awake for 32 hours and then sleep for 16. Which, that actually doesn't sound right to me. I can't imagine being awake for 32 hours straight. Unless that's what I did last night. Hold on. When did I wake up? I woke up at like 6. And I went to sleep around 5. No, around 6. So I was up for 24 hours yesterday. That's not bad. Considering I've been up for 5 days in a row. That wasn't fun. Sleep is important, kids. Make sure you get it. But, I don't know. At the same time, like, staying up all night and getting something done just has, like, such an energy to it, you know? Like, there's such this idea of, I have the entire night to make what I want of it. And there is nothing else happening in the world right now. It is just me and what I am doing. I'm not getting any notifications from social media because they know that I'm usually asleep at this time. I'm not getting any emails, not even from the scammers, and it's just, it's good. And like, the air outside at 3 a.m. is so I don't know how else to explain it. Like, the crickets, they're not chirping. There's just complete quiet. The grass is soft. Yeah. It's good stuff. I'll stop being so poetic. Oh no! I didn't know you went to bed at 5 a.m. Were you still, like, studying that entire time, or were you doing something else? Well, okay, so 5 a.m. for you would be 3 a.m. for me? Also, I don't know if I was... You can't tell me that you were not as productive as me, though, because... Yeah, you don't know what I accomplished. Don't say that. I might have not accomplished shit, for all you know. I don't even know what I accomplished. Because I don't know if anything that I learned last night actually set in. We're gonna find out, though. Probably tomorrow. I'm gonna wait until I have a more rested brain to really get back onto statistics. I think that I retained a majority of it, but when I was hitting the halfway point, I could feel my brain just, like, turning off and just, no, Ace, we're not going to do this today. And it's like, okay. You know what? The brain has spoken. I was watching HBO Max. Oh, okay. I mean, as long as you got something out of it, right? If you're feeling good about it. Hi, Stole. You wanna say hi? Oh, come on, girl. You wanna say hi to camera? Nope. Like I said, she's not one who likes to be held. Chubby also doesn't normally like to be held, but it's a sometimes thing for him. Like, if he's in a real baby mood. Where is Chubbs anyway? Chubby! Chubbers! Chubby! Oh, he is giving me a look. He's like, I'm not coming for you this time. Chubbers, come here! Come on, bud! Come here! Come on, bud. Come on, Chubbers! Chubby! Sophie, are you still wanting attention? Okay, either of you get on this bench with me. I've got one sitting on the ground here, and I've got one sitting on the couch there. Buddy! Chubbers! Chubby! Chubby! Come on, bud, hop on up. Yeah? Yeah? You wanna be on camera? Oh, here he is. The Chonk himself. The Marshmallow King. Oh, you finished watching Steven Universe Future. I don't know how I feel about Steven Universe as a whole. I guess, like, the way that they ended it was probably the best that they could do with what they had. I think that they just tried to do a lot of concepts, all kind of mishmashed. Like, I get that the whole thing was supposed to be about Steven. I would have liked to see that be a slower burn, though, considering they had so many episodes to do that with. Buddy. I'm gonna put you up as a short on YouTube, so that way you can be shared. You gotta make me YouTube famous, buddy. Fluffy, right? He's so fluffy. He's really not happy with me. Oh, come on, bud. Yeah. Good boy. Can you hear his breath? Okay. Enough of that. There you go, bud. Do you want to be in your basket? Nope, you want to be in the box. He just decided to... Okay, I'm not gonna fault you for that. Steven Universe never really had an emotional impact on me, other than like complete and utter joy when Peridot was around. She's my favorite if you can't tell. I have chubby hair in my mouth. Chubby, why would you do this? But I can see how it would be particularly painful. Especially how he fought with, I'm gonna avoid spoilers, so I'm gonna be vague. That one gem, and there was that big scare. I can see how that would be pretty hard hitting. I also wish that they just, like, didn't leave things unsaid when it came to certain things, you know? Sophie, why are you licking my screen? Sophie! Stop, girl! Stop! Alexa, stop. No, you couldn't tell. Couldn't tell what exactly, Suzumiya. I'm curious. Sophie. If you crash my stream, I'm going to be very upset. Girl. Hey. If you want attention, there are better ways to ask for it. Oh, that should be thrown away. No, I couldn't tell her. What gave it away? Was it the bracelet? Or was it just the fact that, like, I'm a total simp for green triangles? Listen, Peridot was, like, the beginning of basically, I guess, I don't know what it's called. I think it's called exit therapy. When you're, like, leaving a really problematic way of thinking. No, I mean, you're fine. I actually, so when I was in high school and Steven Universe was really big, it was like super huge around like my senior year. I was a little bit of a homophobe actually, because I was a good little Christian kid, you know? I was the kid who didn't believe in other gender identities. I was the kid who believed that you would go to hell unless you prayed this one prayer one time. And that's all it took. If you prayed the one prayer, your soul would be saved. And like the whole goal was to like get people into the church just to pray the one prayer, and it was very manipulative how the church gets you to get other people to recruit. How the church gets you to recruit other people. And it just kind of breeds like more manipulation, right? So anyway, Peridot, watching her kind of dismantle her beliefs, her ideas of what gems are, that was sort of the beginning of me being like, maybe I don't have to be this way my entire life, you know? So from a thematic point of view, she's actually like very important to me because I think that was the first time that I saw a character like that, you know? And then we get to She-Ra years later, where like the main character goes through that exact same crisis in like 3 episodes, and I'm like, oh, this is it. This is what I want. This is what I want to see. So, I think I came out in between episodes. Yeah, I know, right? Seriously. I referenced my past self. I was telling my friend, about how, like, I was accidentally thinking, like, dirty jokes, and I was like, it's that feeling when you realize that you are the person that 12-year-old you would be ashamed of. Yeah. So, where was I going with this? I don't even know. I'm just rambling. So, yeah. Interesting stuff, I guess. Yeah, do you want to do a 25? I probably should sleep since I'm having so many problems with words. $25. Okay, sick. And then I'm gonna definitely call it a night. Because I am. So, I am glad though that I came around and I did some studying. All I did was like yeah, for sure. All I did was the exams. So I don't know if I should put it in course progress because I'm not technically studying. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put down 2 hours for exams. I think I did it for the other one too. So for the name of consistency, that's what we're doing. All right, Alexa, start a 25-minute timer. Alrighty. Productive fun, my friend. See you soon. friends, that is time. We made it! Yay! I don't know if I said this earlier, I failed my pandas exam, which kind of sucks, but like I also kind of saw it coming because it's a lot of like dealing with the arrays, I think, is what's getting me, because like while I have experience coding, first of all, the way that you handle arrays in VBA is completely different than anywhere else. The only way you can really do stuff with arrays in VBA is looping through them. That's kind of the main thing you can do. I think you can query them? I'm not sure. What I've been doing is I'm working with an Excel to Access interface, so I've been doing as much processing as I can with the query that I get from Access, because you can put in a SQL statement to retrieve that information. So I try not to do as much processing with arrays in VBA, but now I'm at a place where Python is like, it's the thing that you need to learn, right? Like, obviously it's not going to be your only option, but right now I should treat it like my only option so that way I learn it. Which is frustrating, because I don't understand how to deal with arrays in any other way other than moving through them. Or referencing specific parts in them, but even then that's done specifically differently. Like, okay, so you can reference specific parts in the VBA array, but like it's so much more simple than in Python, which feels counterintuitive to me. Honestly, it does. Maybe I'm just not seeing something. I don't know. But then again, this is a data frame. It's not an array. Because, like, you can do more with a data frame than you can with an array, you know? Like, I can't say, give me the average of all of these numbers in the array. Like, I can't reference an entire series in an array, like you can in Python, so... I think it's just the location, like, functions that are tripping me up. That's really what it is. So I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna see if I can figure out... Neither of the projects that I'm working on right now would be really heavy with the location stuff, because the greenhouse one that I'm doing is all network analysis, and that's not, yeah, either, oh yes, you can hold more, yeah, exactly, you can hold more, you can do more with it, you can get like the average of the last 5 or whatever it is, you can get a sample. Fun fact, it is really fun getting samples of stuff and like plugging those directly into graphs. I didn't think that it would work when I first did it, so I was like, just try it, Ace. Don't look it up. Just try it. And it worked, and I was like, ah, yeah, that's the good feeling. That happened at like 4 a.m. this morning. Alright, on that note, I probably should go. So, Suzumiya, it is good seeing you. I don't really have a sign out yet, like Tina does. I don't even know what... Yeah, I guess that comes naturally later, huh? Anyway, I hope you have a good night. Productive pomos, if you keep pomoing, I'm done for tonight. But tomorrow I will be tackling more statistics. I didn't do any statistics today, unlike what I said in my, yeah, ace out, ace long out. Yeah, I was supposed to do statistics. I put that in the description. I didn't do statistics. I lied to all of you, sorry. Not only just the person watching now, but also everyone in the future watching. I could fix it. I won't. Okay, on that note. Come on, YouTube. Okay, on that note, have a good night, everyone. Stay safe out there, stay warm. It's getting cold. Yeah. So, good night.